Turner is a fascinating figure. He was very secretive about his private life. We know that he did have 2 daughters. He had a mistress, but we don't know very much about his relationship with them. There's been lots of speculation, but we do know that towards the end of his life, he settled down with a partner and lived quite happily, but very secretively. And he was controversial at the time because he was opinionated. He wanted to show what was best of British art, and he felt very passionately about painting in certain ways and about conducting oneself as an artist in certain ways. This has been a very different exhibition installation to usual. It's taken the same amount of time. We have a 2-week period in which to install all the works on the walls, but of course we had to maintain social distancing, we had to wear our masks when we were working with one another, which made for a very different experience. We've also tried to create an environment which is safe for people to visit, so we have hung the pictures a little bit further apart, and we have printed the text large so that people can see it from a greater distance. We know him as a painter of light, of colour and atmosphere, but here we see him really engaging with subjects and real events of the world around him. So we have war, we have causes and campaigns like political reform, we have the room that I'm standing in now, which is dedicated to steam technology and new ways of travelling. You see him working in oil paint, of course, but you also see him working in watercolour with very intricate and small detailed works, and also prints. What emerges, I think, from this exhibition is that Turner was a very compassionate person. He gives a voice in his paintings to people that didn't necessarily have a voice. People who were enslaved people, women, convicts, people who were impoverished and poor people. Turner was a very successful artist in his lifetime. He was recognised from the early days in his career as a rising star. He was talked about in the press, he was controversial, his technique was always dazzling, he always stood out amongst the crowd. And the exhibition really shows him gaining in power and gaining in confidence as time goes on, so that by the end of the exhibition you see this painter that became inspiring to people like Claude Monet and the Impressionists and really created a lasting legacy.